Okay, am I audible? Huh? Yeah, okay. 1 second. Can you make me as an okay. Can you make me as host, co-host? Co I think so. Okay, it's much better. Is that visible? My presentation, financial accounting. That's it. Oh my God. No? What about now? Okay. Okay. Just give me minutes. Just I need to upload something.
Are you available? You can start the meeting now because time is so much for us.
Am I audible? Hello.
Yeah.
Okay. Hi. Today we are going to be seeing the financial accounting. I think many of them don't have any idea about the accounts. So that's the reason I am starting with the basics. So if you have any doubts, just don't hesitate to ask me. Okay, am I audible? Is my pitch and speed is okay?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
fine.
Okay. Actually, accounts is the language for business because we have to understand everything. We need a language. In engineering, you may came across like C, C++, something with which you can use for learning the technological terms. As the same in the business, we need accounts. So it became as the language for the business. So the accounts is for 12 months. Is that okay in English or Tamil? Hello.
Bro,
Tamil.
Tamil is also okay, but a lot of people don't know English, so English is better, I feel.
Okay. Okay. I'll try to speak both. Okay. Okay. Accounting period is usually for 12 months. The accounting period is for 12 months, which is also known as a financial year, which is nothing but 1st April 2021 to 31st March 2022. It will be changing from year on year. Current accounting year is April 1st, 2021 to 31st March 2022. Afterwards, it will change from 1st April 2022 to 31 March 2023. And most important is that accounting year and calendar year are not same right now, but it will be same very soon. You may came across on some of the sums in assignments by seeing that it will be on 31st December, stating that complete the problem for so and so year as on the 31st December. For some problems, you may came across 31st March 2022 or something, some year, but 31st March used in many problems and 31st December also be used. So depending upon the questions, you should present the answer, but it will be always 12 months. Okay. Okay, we are accounting for many persons. The persons are classified on different varieties. For our better understanding, I have brought all those persons in order. Proprietor, just an individual we may see in day-to-day lives, like a small petty shop nearby house. So there are also single owners. So they are known as proprietors. And HUF, the families, they make do same. The family members are completely making the same business from year on year, or maybe it's like a partnership, but it between the family members kind of. And companies, it may be domestic company if it was incorporated in India by Indians. That means citizenship will maybe something like that. But foreign companies are different from domestic companies. The name itself defines that it's a foreign company. Domestic means it's an Indian company. The foreign company means other than that. And there is one more company is called Section 8 companies, which is almost used for charitable purpose. And LLP, they are called a limited liability partnership firms. And they are limited. The word itself says that it is limited. Their liability is limited to the extent of their contribution. It is about those two terms are all supported by Companies Act. So if you came across those things, you can understand. But right now, I'm just saying there are a few persons exist in the accounts, the 7. And the partnership firms. If we both like some random person, Ram and Ravi, plan to start some sort of business, then they make incorporate as a partnership firm. And there are some sort of issues like we came across so and so trust societies. They are also known as association of persons or body of individuals. Some may be incorporated, registered as per legally, or may not. And local authorities like governments, municipal authorities, like we have seen many authorities. So they are coming under the local authorities, and which are not covered above in the 7 or come other every artificial judicial persons. For example, temples. If we came across Tirupati Tirumala Devasthanam, it's not a person, it's an artificial judicial, like it's an artificial person. So they won't come under those categories. So the last category will include all those things. Okay, though for those 7 members, we are going to account in any sort of any point of time, we will be seeing all those 7 in different problems. Right now, we will be seeing only the proprietors maximum, or else the companies. That's it, and partnership firms. So those 3 are the more common in practice. Okay, I would like to speak about 4 terminologies. The most important is the assets, liabilities, income, and expenses. Okay, is my voice is okay and speed is okay? Can you able to follow me?
Yeah, bro.
Okay.
Carry on.
Because I think I'm overspeeding it. That's the reason I'm asking it. If you think I am speaking speed, just I try to reduce it.
No, it's
Okay.
fine.
Okay. I would like to speak about those 4 words, 4 most important words. If you can understand all those 4, it's easy to learn everything in accounts, because the accounts completely revolves around all those 4 words: the assets, liabilities, and income and expenses. And right now, I would like to speak about an asset. The asset is a resource with economical value that an individual or a corporation or a country owns or control, with the expectation that it will be provide future benefits. Maybe we can split the definition. This. Okay. Right now, it's a resource with economic value. Asset. I own a building, so I rented it for someone, for a Reliance Trends. So I will get a resource with an economic value. Rent is the economic value. I will get the rent from my land, a resource with economic value. It's the land is my asset. Asset means the one which I owns. The asset, the land. In my case, I have a land with a building. I have made a rent contract with Reliance Trends, and they are giving me a rent. So I got an economic value of inflow of cash. That's the economic benefit which arise. It's as an economic value. Okay. The future economic benefits. The rent is the future economic benefits. The resource is my land with an economic value. The land cost maybe like 50 lakhs. It's a resource to me with an economic value. The value would be 50 lakhs. The rent which I am receiving is the benefit. I will be receiving in futures also. Okay, it's just a small common example that an individual or a corporation or a country, it is called as the ownership, the one which can be defined as all those 7 persons. It may be individual, the proprietor or each of owns or whatever, or corporations. Generally, the corporations indicates the companies, and foreign companies, Section 8 companies, more or less corporations are corporate. We also used to hear in the movies the corporate multinational companies, foreign companies, domestic companies, or all comes under the classification of corporation. Sometimes the country also owns. It owns or controls. It may have the ownership or it have control over that property. Okay, can you able to understand the definition of asset?
Can you explain the second point, please? That an individual, corporation, or country?
Okay, I am Hari. I am an individual. First point is about individual. Okay, I am the individual owner for the land. So individual means me, Hari, the person who owns the land. Just imagine it's a private limited company. Like a an example. If we know ITC, they own a manufacturing company. They produce classmate notes. It's a company, corporation. That's an organization, group of persons. The group of persons forms domestic company. All those things are group of persons. They are not individual. Proprietary is individual. Other than that, there are group of persons. In HUF, they are the family members. In domestic company, there will be a shareholders, board of directors. LLP also, we have partners. At partnership firm also, we have the partnership firm also group of persons, but the number may be limited as per the act. And the trust also group of person. It won't have like not a single person, many of them, not an individual. Can you able to distinguish the word individual and corporation? Okay. I mean, I am Hari. I am the owner of the land. I owns that land. I have the ownership of the land. So the resource is land. The value is for which I purchased. I am individual. Maybe I'm an individual, or maybe in a company, Hari Limited, Hari Private Limited, Hari Partnership Concern, Hari LLP, whatever. The country means the India. India owns some sort of governments are holding many sort of lands, properties, the asset, to them asset. Okay, just I'm giving a layer of what's an asset. I will classify and define what are the different type of assets we are in accounts. Okay. Okay, can you able to understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, I need to share one more thing once again. Can you able to see the asset non-current, current?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the asset can be classified in two types. One is non-current and other is current. The non-current and current are classified in non-current is nothing but long-term, which is more than 12 months. The accounting year which I said is 12 months. If the asset comes under the classification like more than a year, that means more than 12 months, it will be considered as non-current, which will be known as long-term. If the asset is short-term, if it is less than 1 year, it will be known as current. And there is a difference between both of them. The non-current can't be converted to cash easily. We just can't sell my land immediately. I can't get 50 lakhs. I need to make a process to get the 50 lakhs by selling my land. But current assets won't be like that. It is easily convertible to cash.
Is more than 1 year and less than 1 year is period of holding or
Period of holding.
Okay.
For example, I can't sell my land frequently for 12 months once. But I can sell my classmate notes within 12 months.
Okay.
Okay, just I need to what are the things under non-current and current. I will be showing it. It will be from company point of view, but it will be more it will be more helpful to understand more things, because if I present those things in individual point of view, you can't see the big picture around this. So non-current is the classified as 5 types. The first classification, property, plant and equipments, which is nothing but fixed assets, the land, machineries, car, bus, whatever the things I hold, which have the lifespan or the holding period of more than 12 months will comes under the classification of non-current assets. Those in that first one is property, plant and equipments. Okay, whatever the asset which I can able to see and feel it, those are called as tangible assets. I can able to see my land. I can able to see my building. I can able to see my car. I can able to touch and feel my car. Those things come under first classification called property, plant and equipments. Equipment, machinery is whatever which I have owned to run my business. I have purchased a machinery to manufacture a car. The robotic structure which I have molded in the ground became my fixed asset, which comes under the classification called non-current asset under property, plant and equipment. It is a tangible asset which I can able to see, which I have I have installed in my office for constructing an asset. The car. I am a car manufacturing company, Hari Car Private Limited. I am manufacturing car. So I have installed the equipment. So those things all comes under the property, plant and equipments. Okay, the tangible things which I can able to see in my bare eyes and I can able to touch and see. Those things comes under the classification property, plant and equipments. Okay. Is that any classification explanation can I able to give it? Hello.
It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you have any question, just ask it. Just it will be also helpful for others. Okay. Next, intangible assets, which I can't able to see. Well, I have installed an equipment, but I need a software to run the equipment. So I hired some IT guy or someone to install a software or design a software for that. Those things are intangible. I can't able to see or feel it. I can't able to touch it. But it will be in existence, but I can't able to see it. Those things comes under the classification intangible assets. Maybe in IT guys may know that the softwares they are keep on developing for some sort of missions or so on. So we can't able to see those things. So those are things which comes under intangible assets. Okay, or you understand the both two important terms, the property, plant and equipments and the intangible assets. Yes or no?
Like buying a subscription for some software, it is intangible,
We
correct?
can, if it has 12 months more than if you have benefit from it, it can be comes under the classification of asset. I am purchasing Netflix subscription for a month. It will be less than a month, maybe like
Yes.
it's used
Less-
for 30
yeah.
days, but it
Okay.
won't have an economical benefit to me.
Okay.
First definition I have said it has a future economic benefits. I divided the asset classification, asset definition in 4. They explain the last point, which will have a future economic benefits. It should have a benefit. If I installed a machinery value worth of 50 lakhs in my office, it should generate at least a 1 crore or 2 crore, more than 50 lakhs. I should have an inflow from that machinery. So it gives me an economical inflow in future, not right now. Right now, if I put to use that machinery, it may give inflow in futures. So it should have an economic inflow in futures. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Both two definitions are very important. From company point of view, we can able to take it as fixed asset under that land, plant, property, equipment, whatever the asset they gave, we can able to put it in the name. But it should comes under the classification called non-current assets. Okay. Okay. Capital
Yes.
work in progress. I am constructing a building, but it's in process. I am developing a software, but it's in it's in developing condition. I haven't completed it. So as on the ending 31st March or 31st December, whatever the case may be, it's in work in progress. If the both things in work in progress, it can be classified as capital work in progress or intangible assets under development. The software which I am constructing or developing is under development. So it's under development. The capital, it may be whatever the thing. Generally, the building construction will be in general most like 60 to 70% cases. So capital or work in progress, nothing but an asset which is in progress to be like it's in construction. So it can be classified in the capital work in progress. If it is completed, it will be comes under the classification A. If the intangible also intangible asset is also completed, we have developed it, it will move on to the classification B. So if it's not completed, it will comes under the classification C and D. If you purchase the AB will be there. If you are a manufacturer, you are just like constructing those things, it will come under C and D. Okay. Is there any doubt regarding the 4 words, 4 technologies? Is that okay?
Yeah, it's clear.
Okay. If you need any examples or something, you can ask me. Because the asset, liability, income, and expense, if you understand the 4 terms, it is easy to understand everything in accounts. You should ready and you should be at a position to classify all those things under which class it comes, current or non-current. If it's non-current, under which classification? Property or plant and equipment, also known as fixed assets, or intangible. Like property, plant, and equipment, also known as tangible, which we can able to see. But there is an accounting standard which came AS 10, accounting standard 10. So the term property, plant, and equipment came out of the accounting standard 10, which defines which comes under the classification called property, plant, and equipments. But it won't be necessary right now. I think so. It won't be necessary in our first semester. I think so. So I haven't went too far for explaining the AS 10 and all. There is an accounting standard how to classify under property, plant, and equipment, intangible assets, set of guidelines which help us to classify the assets when it is complicated. Okay. Both all the 4 things are most important is 12 months, more than 12 months, which will provide us a economic benefit in future. Okay. Okay, non-current investment. I made an investment in some sort of companies or so on, so mutual funds or a fixed deposit. But it's the span or holding, the period of holding or lock-in period may be more than a year. It should be classified as non-current investments. If it is less than 12 months, it should be classified as current assets. Non-current asset, current assets. Okay. If it is less than 12 months, current asset. If it is more than 12 months, it should be comes under the classification called non-current investments. Got it? Okay,
Yes.
deferred tax asset which won't be necessary right now. Just keep in mind something deferred tax assets which comes under non-current assets. It will be exist only in the company's point of view. Okay,
Yeah. Okay.
deferred tax asset which will be existing in non-current assets. Just remember it. It's a different topic and it's a little bit complicated. Right now, it will be too much for you. So I'm not explaining the deferred tax asset. And then long-term loans and advances. Just I'm giving loan for someone. Maybe like I'm Hari, I'm giving loan for Mr. Shah Rukh Khan, 10 lakh loan for a period of 2 years. So it's a long-term loan. Or I paid 20 lakhs to Shah Rukh Khan to act in a movie after 2 years. I made a pre-booking like some sort of thing, so he can able to work in a Hari Film Private Limited company. So I'm planned to make a movie with using Shah Rukh Khan, Salman Khan, someone. So if I gave something in advance, it's an asset. I have prepaid. It's an expense to me until otherwise it is meant. After 2 years, it became an expenses. But up to 2 years, it will be an asset to me. So right now, after up to 2 years, it will be treated as a long-term loans and advances. If it is more than 12 months, okay. Or I plan to purchase a machinery, so I paid an amount in amount after before the time period of like 2 months or 3 months before that, some sort of times 3 years. I mean 3 years or 2 years. So it comes under long-term loans and advances. If anything comes under a classification called non-current, which you can't able to classify on the above 4, you can bring it down under other non-current assets. Okay. Up to now, do anyone have any questions? Any doubts? Okay, I will take it as yes, and I will continue. Okay, and right now I completed all those things. And inventories. Just I'm a car manufacturing company. For me, the car is an inventory. I haven't sold it. I have manufactured about 10 cars, or 5 cars is under work in progress. I have purchased the tires and so on, so as a raw material. All those things comes under the classification called inventories. They may be a raw material or WIP. I'm not that good at writing in the screen. Okay. And finished goods. Maybe tire comes under raw material. Almost 5 cars are under process to complete. So those will be comes under a WIP. If 10 cars I manufacture, it's ready to sell. It comes under fixed finished goods. Okay. The inventory is classified into raw material, WIP, and then finished goods. Inventory is most important because each and every sum has an inventory: opening stock, closing stock. Inventory is also known as stock. Opening inventory, closing inventory, opening stock, closing stock. You can business to business, the inventory will be changing. For me, the car is the inventory. Maybe the MR of tires, for them it will be an inventory, but for me the car is become as inventory, the finished goods. For ITC, the note, the classmate note will be the inventory. So company to company, for HP, their laptop will be their inventories. Okay. But if I purchase the laptop for my business purpose, it will come under non-current classification. I have purchased a laptop, but for my business purpose, it will come under non-current, because I am not purchased the laptop for reselling. Just I am purchased the laptop for my business purpose. So if I purchased for the business purpose for utilizing for the business, most important is utilizing for the business. To run the business, I need laptop. To run the business, I need a transport vehicle. So I purchased this tempo traveler, so I can transport my goods. If I purchased the goods to run my business, it will come under non-current classification. Okay. Then clear all drawings. Trade receivables. In all cases, the trade receivables will be in the current assets only. More or less, no one will make
Hello.
Okay, am I audible?
Yeah, now you are.
Okay, where I left. Have you
Receivables.
listened the intent of
Trade
question?
receivables.
Trade receivables, okay. Not bad. One second. Okay, trade receivables. I am a car manufacturing company. So I sold 5 cars to someone like Raj or Ravi. They are my clients, they are my customers, but they haven't paid the money for the 5 cars. So they become the trade receivables to me. They are the customers. Okay. Those who I made a trade with them, though that's the reason it's called as trade receivables. I have sold my goods to the client, and the client is liable to pay back the money. I have sold my asset. So in equivalent amount, I need to receive the cash, or it should be received in bank. But I haven't received it. The credit period, I give like 30 days. Within 30 days, you should repay the money. Maybe like in business, there will be like credit periods, like 30 days, 45 days, but not more than 90 days. If it crosses that 90 days, it will be considered as a NPA as per the banking norms. So most probably it will be less than 90 days. So is there any doubt regarding trade receivables? Hello? Hello?
So under trade receivables, like if we have sold something and we have already received the amount, that will come under trade receivables, or amount is still
No,
awaited?
I haven't received any money from my client.
Okay.
The asset goes out, but I haven't received anything in the value of the car. I have sold 5 lakh worth car.
Okay.
But I haven't received the 5 lakh. He's liable to pay
Okay.
my 5 lakh. In Tamil, we say like கணக்கு வாங்குறோம்னு சொல்றோம்ல. என்னோட பொருள் அவருக்கு கொடுத்துருக்கேன், வித்துருக்கிறேன். அவர் எனக்கு 5 லட்சம் கடன், அதாவது அவர் எனக்கு 5 லட்சம் கொடுக்கணும். புரிஞ்சுதா?
Okay.
Okay. It's like an advance or loans. Same like that long term advance.
Okay.
But it's related to my business. Trading activity.
Got it. Yeah.
Okay. The loans and advances also can be for many purpose. If it's more than 12 months, it will be considered long-term advances.
Yeah, non-current assets. Yeah.
Supplier
More than 12.
made in payment like that. But trade receivables is regarding the trade. I have sold my goods to a client, but he haven't repaid any money for the goods. For the 5 lakh rupees worth, I haven't received a single rupee. So instead of that, I will be saying Ravi is my asset, because he need to repay the money.
Yes.
So the Ravi became the asset to me. The Ravi is in debt of 5 lakh to me. So he owes me 5 lakhs. Okay. The Ravi. Okay. Because it is important. Few terms are more important. That's the reason I'm speaking about only the 4 terms: asset, liabilities, incomes, and expenses. If I completed those 4 words, it is easy to all to understand why we are using the accounts for understanding all those stuff.
I got only 5 minutes and if I just put another meeting, you can continue.
Pardon?
There are only 5 minutes left for this meeting. I will put another meeting and you can continue in it.
Okay, I will try to complete at least asset today. I planned for liabilities, but liabilities not that difficult. If you understand the classification about the current and non-current, you can classify about the asset and liabilities. Asset is something which I own. The quite opposite is liability. Okay, about
Hari,
other one. Yeah.
ட்ரேட் ரிசீவபிள்ஸ் வந்து கடன்ங்கிற மாதிரி தானே சொன்னீங்க?
ஆமா, நீங்க என்கிட்ட இருந்து ஒரு பொருள் வாங்குறீங்க, ஆனா அதுக்கு அந்த மதிப்புள்ள பணத்தை நீங்க எனக்கு கொடுக்கல. அதாவது என்னோட அசெட் என்கிட்ட இருக்கிற 5 லட்சம் வர்த் இருக்கிற ஒரு பொருளை நான் உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்துட்டேன், ஆனா நீங்க 5 லட்சம் எனக்கு கொடுக்கல திருப்பியும்.
அப்ப அது லயபிலிட்டி கீழ தானே வரும். அது எப்படி அசெட் கரண்ட் அசெட் கேட்டகரி கீழ வரும்?
ஓகே, உங்க பேர் என்ன?
சங்கீதா.
ஓகே சங்கீதா, நீங்க வந்து என்கிட்ட என்ன பண்றீங்க, ஒரு 5 லட்சத்துக்கு பொருள் வாங்குறீங்க, நான் வந்து கார் வைக்கிறேன், சரி 5 கார் நீங்களே வாங்குறீங்களா, ஒரு காரே 5 லேக்கு வாங்குறீங்க.
ஓகே
அசியூம் இட். அதாவது கார்லாம் கடன் கொடுக்க மாட்டாங்க, லாஜிக்கலா போகாதீங்க. ஒரு எக்ஸாம்பிளுக்கு தான் கார் எடுத்துக்கினேன், பெட்டரா
Okay.
புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்ன்றதுக்கு. ஓகே ஓகே 5 லேக் ஒருத்தர் இருக்கிற கூட்ஸ் நீங்க வாங்கிக்கிறீங்க. நீங்க என்ன
Okay.
சொல்றீங்க, ஹரி நம்ம 2 பேரும் ஃப்ரெண்ட்ஸ், நான் ஒரு 30 நாள்ல கொடுத்துறேன் அப்படின்னு சொல்றீங்க.
ஓகே
சோ இப்போ என்கிட்ட அசெட்ன்றது இன்வென்ட்ரிஸ்ல இருந்ததுன்னு உங்ககிட்ட நான் கொடுக்கறதுக்கு முன்னாடி அந்த கார் எங்க இருந்ததுங்க எனக்கு?
ஓகே உங்களோட அசர்ட் வந்து எனக்கு
அசெட்டா
நீங்க
இருந்ததா
கடனா
5 லேக்ஸ்னு
கொடுத்தனால.
சொல்லிட்டு நான் என்ன வச்சிருப்பேன்னா ஃபினிஷ்டு கூட்ஸ்னு வச்சிருந்தேனா.
ஆமா
இப்போ என்ன ஆச்சுன்னா இந்த 5 லேக் வர்த்தான கூட்ஸ் நான் உங்ககிட்ட கொடுத்தனா எனக்கு என்ன 5 லேக் வர்த்தான என்ன வரணும் என்கிட்ட?
அந்த பணம் திருப்பி வரணும் உங்களுக்கு.
கேஷா வந்திருக்கணும். அப்படி இங்க
Cash ஆ
கேஷா
வரணும்.
வந்திருந்தா 5 லேக் எனக்கு இங்க வந்திருக்கணும், பேங்க்ல வந்திருக்கணும்.
ஓகே
பேங்க்ல கேஷாவாது வந்திருக்கணும், இல்லாட்டி பேங்கா வந்திருக்கணும்.
ஓகே
ஓகேவா, புரிஞ்சுதா? அதாவது இது டியூவல் கான்செப்ட், கம்ப்ளீட்டா அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் மொத்தமே டியூவல் கான்செப்ட். இந்த 4 வேர்டு சொன்னா இல்லைங்க, இந்த 4 வேர்டை டியூவலா யூஸ் பண்றது தான் இந்த அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ். சோ அதனால இந்த 4 டெர்மினாலஜிஸ் உங்களுக்கு பெட்டரா புரிஞ்சிடுச்சுன்னா என்னன்னு தெரியும். இப்போ எனக்கு என்னன்னா, வாட் கோஸ் அவுட், மை இன்வென்டரி கோஸ் அவுட், வாட் ஷுட் கம் இன், த கேஷ் ஷுட் பி கம்ஸ் இன். புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா? வாட் கோஸ் அவுட், வாட் கம்ஸ் அவுட். ஓகே இன்னொரு ஆங்கிள் சொல்லணும்னா, அசெட் என்கிட்ட இருந்தது, அசெட் 5 லட்சம் மதிப்பு என்கிட்ட குறைஞ்சிடுச்சு. அப்ப என்கிட்ட 5 லட்சம் மதிப்புள்ள அசெட் இன்க்ரீஸ் ஆகணும். புரிஞ்சுதுங்களா?
ஓகே ஓகே புரிஞ்சது.
அசெட் சைடுல இருக்கிற 2 கிளாசிபிகேஷன், இன்வென்ட்ரி இல்ல கேஷ், இது ரெண்டும் எல்லாமே அசெட் சைடுல இருக்கு. 5 லட்சம் மதிப்புள்ள ஒரு பொருளை நான் ஒருத்தருக்கு வித்து இருக்கிறேன், 5 லட்சத்துக்கு மதிப்புள்ள பணம் எனக்கு வந்திருக்கணும், ஆனா பணம் வரல. அதனால என்ன பண்றேன்னா, நீங்க யூ ஆர் லைபிள் டு ரீபே த அமௌண்ட். யூ ஆர் லைபிள், இட்ஸ் யுவர் லைபிலிட்டி, இட்ஸ் நாட் மை லைபிலிட்டி. யூ ஆர் லைபிள் டு ரீபே மை மணி. சோ இன் யுவர் புக், சந்தியான்ற புக்ல வந்து பாத்தீங்கன்னா இட்ஸ் அன் லைபிலிட்டி. யூ ஹாவ் டு ரீபே த அமௌண்ட் 5 லேக். உங்களோட புக்ஸ்ல வந்து அது 5 லேக்ன்றது லைபிலிட்டி, என்னோட புக்ஸ்ல நீங்க வந்து அசெட்.
ஓகே புரியுது.
புரியுதா? சோ இது வந்து டியூவாலிட்டி கான்செப்ட். அதுக்கு தான் இந்த 4 வேர்டுமே நீங்க புரிஞ்சுக்கணும்னு சொன்னது. சோ இட்ஸ் a duality கான்செப்ட். ஏதாவது ஒன்னு நடந்தா கரஸ்பாண்டிங் ஒன்னு இருக்கும். ஃபார் எக்ஸாம்பிள் நியூட்டன் லா மாதிரி தான், for each and every debit there must be correspondent and equivalent amount of credit.
ஓகே
ஸோ அந்த டெபிட் கிரெடிட் கான்செப்ட் நான் அப்புறம் வரேன். ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த அசெட் லைபிலிட்டி, இன்கம், எக்ஸ்பென்சஸ், இந்த 4 வார்த்தையை புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா இந்த 4 வார்த்தை யூஸ் பண்ணி தான் கம்ப்ளீட்டா அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் ரிவால்வ்ஸ் அரௌண்ட். அதனால இந்த வேர்ட்ஸ் நான் எடுத்து வந்தேன். ஈவன் அசைன்மெண்ட்ல கூட இந்த கொஸ்டின் இருந்தது, how you classify the assets and the liabilities, I think so. நான் ஒன்றும் எழுதல, பட் கொஸ்டின்ஸை பார்த்தேன் நான். இட்ஸ் a theory questions about the week 3 third question, I think so. ஸோ இப்போ புரிஞ்சதுங்களா? இன்வென்ட்ரியா இருந்த என்னோட 5 lakhs வந்து ட்ரேட் ரிசீவபிள்ஸ் ஆஃப் 5 lakh வந்து சந்தியான்ற நேமுக்கு மாறிடுச்சு. ஓகேவா, புரிஞ்சுதா?
புரிஞ்சது. தேங்க்யூ.
வேற ஏதாவது இதே மாதிரி டவுட் இருந்ததுன்னா நான் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்றேன். அதுக்கு தான் சொன்னேன், இந்த 4 வேர்டை நீங்க ஃபுல்லா புரிஞ்சுக்கிட்டீங்கன்னா அக்கௌண்ட்ஸை ஈஸியான போட்டி போட்டுக்கலாம். எல்லாருமே ஈஸியா, ஈஸி ஸ்கோரிங் பேப்பர். உங்களுக்கு டைம் அவ்வளோ, லைக் சம் எடுத்தீங்கன்னா டக்கு டக்குன்னு போட்டுடலாம். இந்த இடத்துல என்னென்ன வரும்னு சொல்லிட்டு கிளாசிஃபை பண்ணா முடிஞ்சது. ஓகேங்களா? ஸோ ஜேர்னல்ஸ், லெட்ஜர்ஸ், ட்ரையல் பேலன்ஸ், பேலன்ஸ் ஷீட், P&L, இதுதான் நெக்ஸ்ட் பார்க்கணும். ஸோ அதுக்கு இந்த 4 வேர்டும் உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சா மட்டும் தான் என்னால அக்கௌண்ட்ஸ் கம்ப்ளீட் எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ண முடியும். சரி, ஓகேவா? இப்போ இங்கிலீஷ்ல சொல்றது ஓகேவா, தமிழ்ல சொல்றது ஓகேவா?
English is okay, bro.
ஓகேவா? ஓகே.
I'm from Delhi.
Okay, no problem. But he's okay. Can I able to? Can you? Do you need to explain those things once again for you?
No,
The
it
example
is
which I
okay
gave
for
for
me.
Sandhya.
No, I think I
sold
have
the car
understood
worth
this
of 5 lakhs, which is in my
Okay.
inventory.
thing. Yes.
Okay. Instead of that,
Okay.
I should be receiving 5 lakh rupees worth of cash. Okay.
Yes.
But my friend Sandhya said I will be repaying after 30 days. So instead of receiving cash, she is liable to repay the amount 5 lakh after 30 days. So
Yes.
it's a trade. I made a trade. I should be receiving the money. I haven't received. So it became receivables.
Receivables. Okay. That I will
Receivables,
receive in the future.
That I made a trade between trade, but I made a trade. I sold the car to Sandhya. I made a sale, but I haven't received the money. But I am receivable. It's receivable.
Yeah.
So that's the reason trade receivable. The word itself explains the meaning. I made a trade.